All right. What's going on, everybody? DB4 here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to some more Tom Clancy's ENDWAR. We are here for some more ENDWAR greatness. Another week, and the war continues. So let's start continuing where we left off.
We're updating your strategic display now. Here's how things went the past week. We owned Western Europe. Eastern Europe was a disappointment. We lost an airbase.
Another chunk of Antarctic ice, several times the size of Manhattan, has collapsed, bringing the year's total rise in sea level to 1.6 centimeters.
Now, looking at the objectives, we're losing territory slowly to Russia, but instead of playing defense on Russia, I think we're going to still continue defending against Europe because we don't want to let them get any more territories from us until we have a chance to take these back. So we're going to try to defend against them again this turn. Let's look at some missions real quick.
In Western Europe, all eyes are on Paris.
We still have the
We're
two
sabotaging
raids.
the airbase here. We're
But
sabotaging the...
We're looking at the battle for Rosenberg, and it's going to be an assault mission.
Intel, Major Dennison.
Gladly, General. Rosenberg,
Alright.
Netherlands. We'd be facing a land assault spearheaded by enforcer battle groups. We'd have no air cover or ground support. The enemy would have air cover. The enemy'd be able to call in regular army troops to bolster his defenses. We'd be looking at a highly fluid battle space.
All right. I like this battlegrounds. There's a good tree line we can push up to protect our artillery pretty good. And we can batter all of their units from a distance and force them to come to us. So we can set up a good choke point. So if they force recon and airstrikes would be a little bit less effective, but they still can take out a lot of armor with the airstrikes. So we'll have to be careful. Let's go into the barracks first. I think we got some standard upgrades here. Let's finish beefing up our tanks. They are qualified to use all of the upgrades, so let's finish beefing them up. Make sure they got max defense and max armor going into this next battle, and then we're good. We lost half of our engineer squad, which was terrible. We lost half of our artillery squad, which was bad, and we lost more choppers. We only got one veteran chopper at the moment, so that's kind of terrible. But we'll build back up. We're gonna let a lot of units get burned this game. We're gonna call in a lot of
Another
reserves.
chunk of Antarctic ice, several times the
So
size
let's
of
select
Manhattan,
mission.
has collapsed, bringing the year's
Battle for
total rise in
Rosenberg,
sea
start.
Colonel, the enemy is going all out in this sector. Your battalion will stand in the way of his assault and hold the line. The Euros are fighting to retake European soil, so expect a resolute effort. Your opponent is once again Colonel Lucas Ferber of Enforcers Battle Group 15, armored. I'm sure he remembers you from last time when you swept him off the field. Do it again and maybe he'll learn his lesson. The war is going about as well as it could for us, but there's a lot more work to do before anyone takes a vacation. Outthink and outwork the other guy, Colonel. Mitchell out.
And we're gonna try to kill off a lot of enemy units to try to weaken some of their squads. So let's get this going. We're definitely gonna want a rifleman unit out, and we're gonna use a weaker rifleman unit actually. Make sure we have one of the weaker units coming out. It's not going to be that impressive, but he's going to get his money cap and stuff. Same thing with engineers. We want one of our weaker engineers to come out to start. Then we'll start loading up on tanks and things like that. We will definitely want our weaker tanks to come out to start if we could. All right, we'll bring out those tanks and artillery. We want some weak artillery to come out, but we'll have to start shifting through things, I guess. Come on, let me get a weak artillery piece. They're not gonna let me. Well, I'll go with these artillery pieces. Well, you know what? For now, I'll save artillery piece, and I'll bring out a weak chopper if I could. A weaker chopper. Yeah. We'll call in a fresh artillery to start the match with, and I think this is good. No, it's not good. We need our transports to get our guys to the front line. All right, this is good. We got some weak infantry to start the match, but we're gonna have to deal with it and push the line with our tanks. Let's start this mission up.
Shamrock is go. Repeat, Shamrock is go. All forces mission ready, good to go. Weapons hot, seek and destroy.
All right, let's start calling in artillery.
Units entering the battle space.
You guys go over to Sierra to give me some vision.
Yes, sir. In transit. Cobra here. All Eagles showing green.
There's a lot of detonators and stuff over here. Man, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to set
Roger.
up for
On the
now.
move.
Units can be forced to attack buildings or move to locations without taking advantage of cover. Check central quadrant. Eyes on Cheetah gunships.
All right, we want all of our
We
stuff
have
up here.
multiple units ready to deploy.
Riflemen are going to go in this building. Engineers are going to go in this building. Tanks are going to move up for now, along with the artillery. Artillery, just move up here. They brought in a lot of choppers. We're going to try to handle that.
Check central quadrant. Eyes on AMZ 26 infantry fighting vehicles.
All right, let's try to put our tanks in a control group too.
Holding that position. Team form.
Get their transports.
Sir. Roger, frag.
Yeah, we're shredding their choppers.
Center quadrant. Eyes on European army troops. We have multiple units ready to deploy.
All right, everybody's
Hostile
moving.
neutralized.
Perfect.
In motion, sir.
We want our tanks along this road.
Disengage. Yes, sir.
Cobra here. We're in position.
Good, our tanks can attack these guys. Perfect.
Check central quadrant. EMP blast signature detected.
Slugger here. Opening fire.
This is Crime Boss. Holding at position.
Affirmative. Blast them.
This is Ghost.
Let's back our tanks off.
Eyes on marksman artillery vehicles.
That's what we're looking for, artillery.
Slugger here. We've lost the roller.
Oh, yes, sir. You
Let's
got
get
it.
our artillery firing, and we're going hunting.
Kick ass. This is Slugger. Artillery fire on our position.
This is Clover.
Ah.
Artillery fire on our position.
It's bad.
Slugger here. We're in position.
Hostile destroyed.
You know what? We're pulling our
EMP
tanks
blast
in over
signature
here.
Detected.
This is Cobra. Hostiles are taking damage.
This is Gunny. Let's go to work.
We're pulling our tanks in on them. Yeah, they got transports over here too.
Cobra here. That is a kill.
Yes, sir.
Back off, back off, back off.
Copy. Moving.
Let's
Check
get
unit
some more
5.
choppers.
But get smashed.
They're killing us.
We have units inbound on DZ. Check unit 4. Suppressed by hostile action.
They're killing us.
Is these engineers? No, they're riflemen. We just want to press these, what's the names, as much as possible.
This is Clover.
We want to press this entire area. With our first tank unit, our first tank column, push up.
Disengage. Yes, sir.
Right now.
Check unit 4. I've ordered
We're not worried
extraction.
about it.
Check unit 3. Losing effectiveness.
We're under attack. This is Slugger. We're
Let's
dying
launch
here.
some barrages over here.
South quadrant. Hostiles deploying. Eyes on EC-220 Gadfly. Check
Let's get some
central
tanks in.
quadrant. Eyes on Archer combat drones. Units entering the battle space. We have units inbound on DZ. Battle space deployment is at maximum.
This is Day Tripper. Artillery fire on our position.
This is Gunny.
Don't worry, we'll clear all of the artillery.
This is Airborne. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
Check unit 6. They're in trouble.
This is Day Tripper.
All right, back up.
Ready?
This is Cobra. They've got us in the crossfire.
Bed in. Survivors loaded. Outbound.
This is Cobra. They've got us in the crosshairs. This is Cobra. They've got us in the crosshairs.
This is Boulder. Schwartz Scouts, ready to roll.
Incoming hostiles.
This is Boulder. Schwartz Scouts, ready to roll. This is Airborne.
Yeah, they ran their command vehicle in on us trying to
We're losing guard dogs.
Eyes on European Army troops.
This is Cobra. We need some frickin' evac right now.
Crime boss here. We're losing guard dogs.
You should not have pushed up, but whatever.
Holding that position.
We gotta get this artillery.
Walk in the bark, sir.
Hostile destroyed.
Crime boss here. We're losing guard dogs.
This is Magnum. Time to let it fly.
Check Unit 10. They're in trouble. Center quadrant. Eyes on Panther tanks. Check South quadrant. Hostiles
Alright, let's get
deploying.
Unit 10 out of here.
This is Rygar. We are out now.
Let's get our tanks up.
Check Central quadrant. Hostile neutralized.
Eagle down.
Let's get our
Eagle
tanks
down.
along this road.
On the move.
Then we'll be good.
Hostile destroyed.
Alright, we got them. Now we could get all of their
Magnum here.
infantry
Time to let it
taken
fly.
care of.
This is Viper. We're in position.
Alright, we could take all of the infantry. Starting with the riflemen.
We're heading home.
Tanks is moving up.
Yeah, disengage. This is Magnum. We're hurting. This attack is crap.
Double down here. Our fire is ineffective.
Center quadrant. Eyes on Enforcer combat engineers.
There we go.
This is Day Tripper. Holding that position.
Just get that rifleman away and we're good. Alright, we stabilized. Finally. Our riflemen are doing work. Yep.
All squads at the ready. Scorcher here. Waiting for orders. This is Viper. Second Eagle down.
Yeah, disengage. This is Stomper. Ready for orders.
This is Viper. Mayday. Mayday. We're going down. Send extraction.
Alright, let's get some choppers
Check
in
Unit
here.
10. I've requested evac. We have units inbound on DZ. Check Central quadrant. Hostile destroyed.
Magnum here.
Artillery's gonna win this for us.
Hostile neutralized.
Got it. Woo! That was a rough one. We took out all of their reinforcements quick, too. Ah, that was
Mission
rough.
accomplished. This one's in the bag. That's what happens when you take siestas. The after-action report, sir.
Artillery, man. My artillery pounded on them from the very beginning. Got him. We got a B rank for that, too. 12 units survived. 1 unit got promoted. Who got promoted? Let's see that. Who got the promo here? Oh, yeah, Magnum. They was putting a hurt on these dudes, man. We took out their whole armored column, all of their infantry. We had to blitz our tanks. We blitzed our tanks in. Our infantry held the line. We had to blitz our tanks to shake up their line and get as much damage on that artillery as possible. And we sacrificed a few choppers too to get vision, but it was a necessary evil. There's a nice quote for you guys. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Let's go. Strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. Dope quote.
We're updating your strategic display now. Here's how the week shaped up for us. We didn't mess around in Western Europe. Eastern Europe gave us trouble.
Reports of food shortages are grossly exaggerated. That from Secretary of Homeland Security Josh Marshall, assuring citizens that food supplies will be sufficient for the coming winter.
Maybe if we defend that Maxwell base, we'll get an opportunity to strike back against them somehow. We might have to. We might just go after Paris full force. We might sacrifice at least 3 to 4 weeks at taking Paris from these dudes, because I'm about sick of them. I'm about sick. We're gonna rush Paris, man, because this war is going nowhere. But with that being said, I think that's enough for this week, this episode. I want to remind everybody to follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow me on the Discord. All the information should be in the description box below. Make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe if you like more content. And I want to show my appreciation for all the content on the channel, not just ENDWAR, because I'm getting a lot of love on the channel. I appreciate all of that. Salute to y'all. And with that being said, it's your boy DB4, and I'm out. Peace.